Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about the return on investment of your executive MBA. So why calculate an ROI? I think we all know, everyone doing an MBA or in an executive MBA, that this is the most important. Like, what is the return? What is the return on investment? What is the return that I'll be getting after this executive MBA? So this is what we are going to discuss, and this is my point of view. This is according to me what I think. What are the variables that is important in determining, if at all, if we can calculate an ROI of an executive MBA. So let's see what are the factors, what are the variables in that leads to somehow determine the ROI of your EMBA. So the formula is very simple. The return on investment is the returns, that is the profits on the investment that you have given, that is your input. So profits or benefits upon the cost the cost that you incur when you do an executive MBA. So quantifying ROI, is it really possible? I think it's very difficult to put a number on your increased learning and personal development. So that will be difficult, but let's give it a try. So quantifying ROI. So how do we quantify it? I think first and the foremost and the most logical thing to do will be to calculate the payback period, because the most important cost is the fees that you have paid for your executive MBA. So it will be a better approach to calculate how much time it will take to pay back the loan or the amount that you have taken, or the amount you have paid for your fees, so that you can get back either in terms of increase in salary. So let's say there is a 10% or 15% hike in your salary, and then the good amount, let's say going by heuristic, the payback period is supposed to be like 5 years, is supposed to be a good time, so that you break even if you think it in terms of the project or the net present value calculation that we used to do in the all financial project calculation, if the project if we should undertake this project or not. But apart from this being the only logical thing, you cannot put a number on the other variables. I think this is the most tangible one, and there are so many intangible cost that you cannot put a number, but we'll try to put a number on those. So let's see. So as I mentioned, how will I recuperate the cost of this program? It will be how long will it take, and mostly if it is around 5 to 10 years, and the cash flow calculation for those 5-10 years, and then we can come up with some number. But putting an ROI for these kind of educational or knowledge related projects is very difficult. It's a very short term thing, rather than thinking about the entire course of the career. So that's what I'm trying to. That's what I feel, and let's get into some variables that will lead us to calculation of our ROI. So what should we do? So the question is, we cannot quantify exactly, but how close can we get to that number or that figure? So let's see, what are the costs involved? So of course the fees, and then the bank loan that you have taken, the interest that you will be paying. Then you have the travel fees, because many people in our MBA were coming from different cities, different countries even. I was traveling from a different city, so traveling cost, staying in a hotel cost, and things like that is very, very important. That at least you can calculate for the 2 years that you will be doing an executive MBA. And apart from that, the most important, the intangible one, is the non-financial cost. And by that I mean your relationship, friendships, family. How will you put a number on that when you are sacrificing your weekends, your quality time with your family, your friends, or your loved one? So this is a very important factor. But now you can put a number on all those things and the weight you think, and you can come up with some number, so that you have cost the investment that you put in for your MBA. And then what is the return? Before going into the return, I think we all are doing an executive MBA because I will like to relate it with the Maslow's need theory. So if you see in the pyramid, we have already achieved the deficiency needs, I call it, So you have a secure job, you have friends, family, or whatever you need, that belongingness, and now what you are looking for is the growth needs. So that is now either all of you are in a good job and you are looking for respect, rewards and promotions and things like that. So it comes into the self-esteem, or you really want to achieve the maximum level of your capacity, your potential, and that is self-actualization. So I think most of us are in the self-esteem or self-actualization, and that's what we want from our MBA, the executive MBA. After that EMBA, we want to reach that level of self-actualization. So I'll give four variables that is very important when you are determining your returns. The first one is the potential salary hike, of course, and as I said, 10%, 15%, whatever it may be for you, and then with that, at least that is a tangible part where you can calculate what will be your return in the 5 years or whatever. After doing an EMBA, there is a plethora of opportunities that opens for you, and it's really up to you. I feel that I feel very capable of doing this lot of things that I was not able to do. I come from a technology background, so now business, and like if it is project related, product related, or whatever, startup, entrepreneurship, innovation, there are so many things that you understand and you feel that you have a role to play if given a chance. So definitely opportunities, and as I already mentioned, the personal and professional satisfaction from the Maslow's need theory. So that is no doubt for sure that you will achieve that. You will feel like that way. And the reason, the eighth, I have posted once before about ikigai, your reason of being, reason of living a good life. So Maslow's need theory perfectly fits for your personal and professional satisfaction. And then the reach and impact, again, it's all about the individual growth and development, and that mindset that leads you to think bigger, and people also trust you, people also think that you are responsible, and people also respect you. So this leads to kind of, everything is related, but because of an EMBA, because of the knowledge that you have gained, because of the experience and the confidence that you have now, you have a better, bigger say, you have bigger impact, and people do respect and believe in you and trust you, and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of things that you cannot put a number on it, but if you can and if you want, you can play around with these variables mostly, and you can come up with at least the difference of how much you have put in and how much you are going to get back. So that's it. That's the return on investment for your executive MBA. And see you in the next video, where I'll be talking about 30 reasons of doing an EMBA. I'm waiting for my graduation, 27th of November this month. I'll be graduating. So that's it for today, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care and be safe.